January is National Human Trafficking Month. Cape Cod Path, People Against Human Trafficking, is a grassroots task force working to end human trafficking on Cape Cod. The group held a candlelight vigil at First Baptist Church on Sunday, January 11th.
Our mission is to educate the public that human trafficking is here on Cape Cod and it's everywhere.
Human trafficking is a form of modern-day slavery. It is a forceful criminal activity that traffickers use along with fraud or coercion to control victims for purposes of engaging in commercial sex acts or labor services against their will.
Okay, it's in our own backyard. It's right underneath the surface. We have sex trafficking, we have labor trafficking, we have domestic servitude.
It's an underreported crime. It's definitely a misunderstood crime, and something that I think a lot of people don't necessarily realize it's happening here. It does happen everywhere, but it also happens here on Cape Cod. I know because I've personally seen it.
A lot of this goes on in our own neighborhoods, and people don't even know.
In 2018, there were 85,613 victims trafficked worldwide.
A lot of times when we think of that issue of human trafficking, we do think of that immigrant population. We think of it as being foreign. We think of it as foreign workers being manipulated and marginalized here, being used here, enslaved here. We can wrap our minds around that. But the fact is that's not just what trafficking is. We have local youth that's being trafficked by other local people.
It may be easier than you think to encounter a trafficker.
Traffickers are very savvy, and they can come into your home at any time. And that's through your social media accounts, and that's through the internet. And that is how traffickers are getting a hold of our children, is through social media.
The internet and social media can be a powerful, positive force in people's lives. It can also provide traffickers the ability to connect with potential victims, utilizing friends of friends and word of mouth to identify and target youth in vulnerable situations.
Now, the Massachusetts State Police has started a new group within their organization, and it deals specifically with human trafficking. That's where the rubber meets the road, is with our municipal departments in our own communities. And the anti-human trafficking unit within the state police are going to be working very hard to educate our municipal partners and to make sure that they also understand what's going on in the communities and that they can see the signs.
Human trafficking is a hidden crime. Often, victims are too afraid to come forward, or we the public don't recognize some of the signs, such as being accompanied by a controlling person, not speaking on their own behalf, lack of control over personal schedule, money, and transportation, being fearful or submissive, having poor health, cuts, or bruises. Never try to interfere or rescue someone yourself. Report immediately to the authorities.
You call the local police department and they will do a wellness check.
If you're engaged in human trafficking, stop doing what you're doing, because we're coming after you. We're going to prosecute you, and you're going to spend a lot of time in jail.
For more information or to get involved, go to www.capecodpath.org. For Cape Media News, I'm Tamora Israel.